This is Virtua Fighter 3TB on the Sega Dreamcast. Well, specifically, this is the weird, confusing training mode in Virtua Fighter 3TB, and I just sort of accidentally ended up here trying to get out of the intro video. It's embarrassing. This training mode is weird because you can't just have the AI just stand there and let you punch it. It's always attacking you, and you see that text there at the top. It says something about setting their level. They start out at level 1, I guess, and then you can hit, I think it's button B, whatever button B would be, to, maybe it was A. Well, I hit the wrong button, so I don't know what's happening now. Oh, I just rebooted the whole darn thing. Well, that's fun. I guess that does the trick. So cool. I have to go set up my... This is all on defaults because I don't have a memory save thing for this game because I don't have enough space on the 20 block save unit on the Brook PS4 to Dreamcast super converter I'm using. Let's see, key assign, so I have to change this to punch. That should be all I need to do. So the rest of this stuff is just going to stay there, I guess. Energy recover variable. Oh. Well, ranking mode is on. Interesting. Anyway, okay. Great. So I believe normal mode is what I want to do. I just want to play with some of the characters. I can do Akira. I mean, I'm terrible with Akira, so why not? Hakyoku Ken is his fighting style. Hobby is Kung Fu. Job is Kung Fu teacher. So your job is also your hobby. I guess you're in good shape. Either that or you're probably sort of going crazy and are very unhappy.
Fight 1. Ready, go!
Shun's Raft. Okay, so I've never been any good at playing. Hey, you can't just drink in front of me. That's embarrassing. For both of us. I've always been terrible at Akira. Oh, shoot. Now, Virtua Fighter 3 and 3TB have a fourth button. They added a fourth button for the new sidestep mechanic. I don't use that button. Where is it? There it is. I try not to use that button unless I'm actually getting shoved close to the side of a stage or something. I'm not very good at Virtua Fighter anyway, so it doesn't make a big difference. Oh, jeez. There we go. I just wanted to do a throw, and I couldn't even do a simple throw. Saying, gosh darn it, I just wanted to throw, and I clunked it up about twice. Hey. So Akira... Now, this game does not have in-game move lists or anything. This is way before that. This was an early year launch game on Dreamcast. At least in Japan. Well, that was fun. That was just forward moves. Akira has really complicated, tricky moves that I have never been able to do properly. I mean, I think they sort of intentionally made him that way. They gave him really strong moves, but they're really hard to do. So, of course, really good players like to play Akira because they can do his moves, and that makes them pretty strong. Taka is one of the two new characters in the game in Virtua Fighter 3. Man, he falls really heavy. That's awesome. I like this stage of his. It's also kind of funny how they gave it this weird red fog all over. So, like, when the camera zooms in at the beginning, the fog sort of clears out as the camera pushes in. And the stage becomes less red in the foreground. This is kind of weird. Looks like we're on Mars or something. All those gates. But I really like the round elevated sumo ring we're in. That's cool. I like that little hut back there too. Block my elbow. Uh-oh. Sidestepped. Man, I love how heavy he falls. That's just forward kick. I'm getting a lot of mileage out of that so far. Oh man, the shoulder. The shoulder is so weird when he raises it like that. Oh man, Jackie looks like he looks like a vampire. He looks like, except his eyes are blue, I guess. Don't vampires always have to have like red eyes or something? Oh, that's right. I hate Jackie's stage. I mean, it's creative and stuff, but I just don't like the flickering lights. That's the only part that gets me. Oops, dang it. Bat. Machine gun punch. I mean, he's got a guy on the ground, he just machine gun punches him. Like Jackie's jacket. Is that why they called him Jackie? Oh my gosh. I just had a revelation. They called Jackie because he's got a cool jacket. Now wait though. In the first Virtua Fighter, did he have a jacket? Okay, maybe I've got it. Maybe it's a chicken and the egg thing. Maybe they gave him a jacket because his name is Jackie. Oh shoot. It's gotta be one of those two things. Oh, I was just trying to hide out down there. Okay, I need to do a lot of damage fast. I did it! Yeah! Oh my gosh! Well, yeah, it's game over for Jackie. Oh wait, no, he's still in it. Oh yeah, I set this to 3 rounds to win. I think the default is just 2. I don't actually. No, I didn't set it to anything. So that default is 3. Oh, that's cool. Forgot. Uh-oh. Ooh. Oh wow, that looked painful. That was another failed throw. Uh-oh, don't blow this. Don't blow it. Oh, I'm blowing it. Actually went quite well. Usually I struggle for a little while against Jackie. See, I really like Virtua Fighter 3 because it's the first well, I haven't played Virtua Fighter 1, but 2 I certainly have just control problems with, but 3 I don't. 3 controls really well, and it's sort of early enough in the series that turn around, please. Oh no, I hate Lion. Why did I have to fight Lion? Wait, you have to fight Lion every time. Yeah. Oh dang it, time was running out too. Actually, time is always running out though. 30-second rounds. I mean, whoa! Oh. Lion, you're such a little punk. Your stupid vest. This uneven stage is interesting. I actually feel better being lower. Because that means I can do my forward kick and catch him. Oh man, this music is pretty awesome. Yeah, that's Sega, baby. Oh no, now he's below me. I don't like that. Oh no, and I hit the camera button. Is it gonna fix itself? Please fix yourself, camera button. Please. Okay. Good. Yeah, there's a camera button. It's awful. I mean, I guess if you like fighting in first person in a fighting game, but it's not. I don't. Machine gun punch. Oh yeah, that's so satisfying. Oh no, that was bad. Oh no, the throw. Oh, and the hits in this game are so meaty. I mean, look at that thwack. It just catches him in midair, stops him cold, knocks him to the ground. This is really satisfying Virtua Fighter to hit people in. I guess that sounds sadistic and psycho, but it just is. And it doesn't make me want to hit people in real life.
Ready, go!
So that's good. Whoops. Oh no. Oh no. The leather, the tassels. Actually, is that leather or would that be like buckskin? Oh, how did I miss that throw? Oh no! It's gonna hurt. Dead. Oh shoot. Oh, at least he didn't juggle me. Oh, and at least he let me kick him. Wow, look at those boots. Wait, are those steel-toed boots? That is not fair. That is a weapon. It's got steel-toed boots. Steel-toed. It sure looks like it anyway. That is unfair, man. I mean, you could permanently ruin my future family with those. Ow. And they've got spurs. I mean, come on. This is not cool.
Ready, go!
Oh, it's pretty awesome knocking his hat off, though. Oh. I actually wear a hat rather similar to that when I go for my walks around town, but it's felt, not leather or anything. Just felt, so it's nice and crushable, and it just springs back into shape. And I didn't actually know before I found this hat and looked it up that felt is wool. I mean, actual felt is wool, so that's kind of cool. I like wool. I wanted to do another match, another Dreamcast game tonight. I just did one last night, Get to Your X, but then rather surprisingly, just a couple days after I ordered it, this new AV component that I'm using to replace an old one in my Dreamcast AV chain here arrived already that I ordered from Amazon. Oh man, his arms. So I was excited and I wanted to try it out, and it's just an adapter cable for the audio. I'm using VGA out from the Dreamcast and it goes through my Kuro VGA box, but of course VGA only carries ouch. Video, oh no. So he's a good Akira, I'm not. So to get the audio, to get the audio comes through a separate cable, it's just a regular, what is it, 1/8 of an inch audio cable. Oops. It comes out of the Kuro, I guess. And because of how I have my capture and play set up, I have to split that to two separate open source. What are they called? Open source scan converters, OSSCs. Those are just video converter boxes that take the signals from old low-res consoles like the Dreamcast, and they can double them up and do all this cool stuff to convert them up to HD resolutions. So I have one of those that takes a signal and it puts it on my monitor so I can play, and the other, oh my god, wow, I got knocked out of the castle. I don't know when you can see his face though. Oops. Okay, this is not going well. Knocked his mask off. Oh! Now wait, does anything get knocked off Akira, or is he just too much the poster boy to have stuff get knocked off him? Like, couldn't his headband get knocked off? Anyway, so the output from one of these OSSC boxes goes to the monitor I play on, and the video from the other goes to my computer that's capturing this video for YouTube. But before that, it goes through another component that formats the signal properly and all that for capturing, but also adds some delay. So that's why I have to split the signal before then. So one goes to my monitor without any delay, and one goes through the other thing, which is called a framemeister,
Ready?
with some delay, and then goes to the capture computer and all that stuff. So I need to split the audio to send the audio both to the OSSC that is going to send it to my monitor and to the OSSC that is going to go to the framemeister and then the computer to be captured. And to do that, I guess I just needed a Y cable, basically, with one end being a 1/8 of an inch audio plug, like, just a normal headphone jack, basically. Man, you knocked me off the castle twice. Ow. Oh no. Oh no. We're so close to the end, too. Well, let's keep going.
Fight 1. Ready?
I like it how it doesn't go to character select. You're stuck on the character, you just go right back to the fight. So that's cool. It doesn't have to load anything, you just write in. That's how it should be. So I really rely on this move, it seems. So yeah, I just need a Y cable, but it's weird because so this is a Y cable that takes an 1/8 inch audio jack in, and then has to give two 1/8 inch audio jacks out because the OSSCs both take their own 1/8 inch audio jack, and these are stereo audio jack. So, and for some reason there aren't actually many adapters that I could find on Amazon that do that. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, probably because you probably lose a little input power doing that. You're splitting a signal in half, I guess. I don't know how electronics work, so maybe if I wanted not to lose any possible audio quality, I should be looking at something like a signal multiplier or something. Is there a signal multiplier just for audio that would do that? I suspect if there is, it would probably cost like $200 and all that kind of fun stuff. For instance, I'm using a signal multiplier for the VGA signal itself.
Fight 2. Ready?
Oh wait, is it a multiplier or is it just a splitter? Actually, no, it is a multiplier. It's a powered box. So I wonder if there is a powered audio splitter box thing I should be looking for. Well, I didn't get that far, so I'm just using a cheapo splitter cable now. But there's only 2 on Amazon, I think, that have the right plugs and everything. The first one I had, plug. Oh man, I'm getting booted off of castles. Oh wow, my face. The first one I had, it worked, but
ready, go!
The plug was weird. It was loose inside, so the jack you inserted into it, coming out from the audio signal, you could wiggle it inside the plug, and that could cause part of the, like, one half of the stereo to drop out if you weren't careful. And so that was a danger because it could potentially happen that it would drop out of the capture signal or something, and I might not notice, and then I'm just missing some audio. So I wanted to get a more stable cable, that would not have that vulnerability. Wow, I'm getting spanked. And so I finally found this second adapter Y cable on Amazon, and it came right away, and it does not have looseness inside it, so that's good. Seems to have this exact same volume output that the old one did, which is also good, so I didn't have to recalibrate my settings. How did that miss? What the? Come on! What? So my grab misses him. His just gets me, and then it's over. Okay, I got it. Oh. Now that I've finished my exciting audio adapter story, maybe I can pay a little more attention. Yeah, take that. Yeah, now that I've thought of it, maybe there is like a powered audio multiplier. Would really be the top quality pro choice for such a thing, but because I even went on Sweetwater.com, which is this like audio pro site, and they've got this like cable finder utility on their site that you can use to find just about any. That was fortunate. Any cable adapter you want. There's all kinds of Y cables and splitters and stuff, and there's just not one for this particular plug or configuration. So actually, I think that's BS about needing some kind of power converter, because there's all kinds of audio Y cables and stuff on their site for all kinds of plugs, just not the ones I happen to need. Dang it. Dang it. Oh man, off the castle again. Oh, wow. Ugh. Huh, he doesn't have a guard plus kick move. Oh no. Oh no, what was he doing? Maybe he has a guard plus kick move. What? Crunch. Crunch. I was going to say a bad word there, and I realized it at the last second. Dang it. Oh, this stage has a very slight red fog, I think. Maybe. I thought they had... What was their deal with red fog? What do they call, one lounge singer, jazz singer guy, the red... Oh, no, that was the Velvet Fog. Who was... If you know who the singer nicknamed the Velvet Fog is, good for you. I've been forgetting his name. I can picture his face and kind of how he sang. This kind of funny style. He was the favorite singer of the judge on Night Court. Oh! Oh, shit. These uneven stages, they do make the fights kind of interesting. A little bit slow down there in that overhead camera. Oh, I hate that move. Oh, I can't throw. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Randy the Macho Man Savage here. Randy would probably like a good elbow. Good lunging elbow. I don't know. Do they do that in wrestling? Fight! 4, ready, go! Ooh. Okay, that would be a little too kung fu for Randy. Shoot, I probably could have jumped. Oh, nuts! I'm so glad that caught him. Oh, shoot. I was thinking about doing a throw there, and in fact, I tried a throw, and it missed. Oh, jeez, the side steps. Oh, I'm really insecure on this side. Ooh, the sidestep again. Yeah. Didn't get me with your sidestep trickery that time, Lau. Oh, what was that twitch there? What am I doing? I looked like I was... I don't know. Look at that big old shiny dome.
Fight 1. Ready,
Oh,
go!
What? We're on the raft? What are we doing on the... What? And we're in a cave? I forgot. What? Is this what happened? I was playing last time and I got to Dural. I don't remember being on the raft. I probably just forgot. This is so weird.
Fight 2. Ready, go!
Forgetting you can't continue against Dural. Right? So, oh no. Blong. Blong. Shoot, I can't do my up kick. Ow.
Fight 3. Ready, go!
Yeah, blong blong. Oh, only one blong. I need all the blongs. Give me 2 blongs. 2 blongs at least. Oh, shoot. I can't throw with him. Probably with anybody. Oh. I did it! Hooray!
Fight 4. Ready, go!
Oh, she's too fast. Go. Okay.
Fight 5. Ready,
Just don't let her
go!
steamroll yet. Oh no, the evasion. Or the escape, as they call it in this one. Oh shoot, she's doing the moves I want to do. Oh shoot! Okay, that's a dangerous move. I should probably stick to the elbow. Oh shit. Oh no! She got me on the right side. She was ahead anyway. Wow, her legs were doing some weird stuff. Wow, I was so close. Oh well, I didn't win the bonus stage. You still get to this end, this wacky end video. Or wait, is there... Oh yeah, you get the credits first where it shows you... I forget if they do this in 2, but anyway, it shows you the final hit you got in all your fights. Ringo Manabe. Oh man, it's jazz rock. Daisuke Sato. As you said, good names. It's another Daisuke. This is the Japanese version, by the way. So it's interesting that this is all in Western lettering, or whatever you call that. Naomi Lib Team. This is the US version. There are a few things that got polished up for the later US release. The character shadows got a bit smoothed out. They added a actual dedicated versus mode from the... Oh no, you have to... I always forget what to do. You have to... It says hold guard and use the stick. Okay. Yeah, then you have to knock him down. And hold guard and use the stick and knock him down. I did it! I usually have a really hard time entering my name. Not that it matters, because I don't save this, so... That's the ranking mode thing. I guess you can, if you turn off ranking mode, it probably just turns that off. I wonder what that says at the bottom about KO. Well, I got a lot of numbers, so that must be good, right? Look at, I got orbs as well, and orbs make a comeback in Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution, and I have no idea what the orbs mean. No idea. Wow, so cool. Hi, Letterman. Where is it? I don't think there's a code to play Letterman. So that is the ending movie, which it just unlocked for me yet again, since I hadn't saved it when I unlocked it the last time. The ending movie is pretty wild, and that means we need to go check it out. I mean, they really put some production into this thing. Jackie in his sports car speeding along, reflections on the windshield. What he and Sarah are doing in that alley, I don't really want to know. Then Jackie just starts skidding and looping, and why Sarah is just cringing there like a wimp, I also don't understand. We have, of course, a shark. Oh man, it's getting gory. What is Taka doing? Is that what sumo wrestlers do? They just sit around pretending they have like a tension band that they're stretching, and then they slap their face. And this is what Aoi does in her spare time, just kind of blisses out. Chun drinks, of course. I think we could have guessed that. But, you know, this is really establishing the lore, right? Well, it is. There's really one... Well, actually, this is some lore, too. So, like you see Pai being trained by her dad, and then she hates it. So, I guess that's the thing. And then we have Wolf just working out in his log cabin, because that's what you do. Lion rescues a puppy, and that's how he gets a puppy, I guess. Good story there. And now this is the really weird part. So Kage is doing his ninja thing, as he'll do, pulls out his iPad or whatever, and then that's his mom who becomes Dural, supposedly. So what was going on there, you know, who knows. And then we've got the main man on Mars, you know, doing what he does in his spare time because he's so dedicated. So, you know, that's pretty good. It may be just about the best ending movie ever for a fighting game. Alright. Can I get out now? Apparently not. I think I forgot about this. You have to, like, reset the... Gonna mash the buttons. Okay. Oh no, it reset the whole console. I hope this didn't screw up my... I think we're still recording okay. So I have to open the door and start, or wait, do I just hit this thing? Okay, good. This Japanese Dreamcast that I got recently, because I sold my two Dreamcasts, my two modded Dreamcasts, when I moved 2.5 years ago or whatever. This Japanese one that I got used off eBay, it does this weird thing where if I turn it on with a disc in it, then it won't boot up. It says something on the screen, and then it just sits there. And I should probably translate, you know, it says it in Japanese. I should translate what it says, because I'm not sure what it says. But what I find I actually have to do then is just open, and then it's just on the, you know, the Dreamcast, like file management screen there with the controller icon and the VMU icon. And I have to open the lid and close it again, and then it boots. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that's just what this model Dreamcast did, but because my US ones didn't do that. But anyway, or maybe it's just because the internal battery is not charged up. I don't know. Okay, well, let's do somebody else. Yeah, we can do Pai Chan. Hong Kong, born in 75. Oh, she's only a year younger than me. How about that? Like that old action star. Hobby dancing. Oh, see, that's a good hobby. I mean, this hobby kung fu, that's a little too hardcore, man. That's why Akira is so scowly all the time. Not happy. Ensai Ken style. Speaking of Akira, we have baby-faced Akira coming right up.
Fight one. Ready, go!
I like how he's got his Oh no, that's right. Okay, I gotta, can I get out of this without rebooting the whole... Oh no, I hit the camera button. Oh no, oh no. Don't reboot the whole console, just go to the main menu. Somehow if you mash correctly, it won't... Okay. Okay, good. Okay, so I gotta redo my control, because the newer model of this Brook Super Adapter I have has 40 memory blocks in it for this PlayStation 4 to Dreamcast Super Converter for my arcade stick. So if I ponied up the whatever, how many, $80? They're kind of expensive for that. Then I would have enough blocks to save the save settings for this, and I wouldn't have to do that every time, but it's no big deal, really. It gives me something to talk about. Alright, here we go. I like how her ponytail twitched when I hit the button. Oh, now it's a mirror match. That's kind of a cool portrait of Pai there.
Fight 1. Ready, go!
Now, Pai's stage... So that's the second costume. That's Pai's second costume. I don't know if I remember seeing that before. This sort of Robin's Egg blue costume I've got on. I mean, I'm the one on the right there. That's kind of cool.
Fight 2. Ready,
but this stage
go!
I never liked. When I first got this game back in the day for my Dreamcast, and I was super excited to have a Virtua Fighter game at home. Not that I played it a lot in the arcade, I just admired it from afar, you know, because I didn't have the money or the skills to play it really in the arcade. But so I was super excited to have one at home, and then I booted the game up, and I distinctly remember this being one of the stages I saw, and just thinking, what the heck happened? Everything is weird and slanted and gray and gross looking and kind of faded. Like the colors just faded out. I think they probably have some kind of fog thing going on here too. Oh no, she got me. Oh, the happy dance. I mean, the concrete, it's just gross. I mean, did you know, is this supposed to be like depressing communist era construction in China where Pai lives or something? I mean, it's just, ugh. I guess communist era is kind of a redundant thing to say about China, since they technically still are communist. Oh, that sign had English on it below. I didn't get to read it in time. Sarah looking a little annoyed, like someone's just interrupted her at the pool. She's just trying to tan. Someone came up and asked her an annoying question. Oh, that was fun. Whoop. I love how Sarah hangs out in the subway. Oh, she also wears a total sort of Valley Girl outfit also. Except for the... I'm not sure about the knee-high boots. That's not exactly Valley Girl. Let's face it, her outfit was probably designed by Japanese dudes who had no idea what they were doing. They just wanted something that looked hot. And this is what came to mind. Oh! So she's basically dressed kind of like a...
Fight 3. Ready, go!
Actually, there's no kind of like about it. Yeah, they should. Also, am I imagining it, or is her face lighter colored? It looks like she's wearing white face paint. Maybe it's just the lighting. No, I don't know if it is. Yeah, I don't know. Not really Sarah's best outing in terms of appearance.
Fight 1. Ready,
It might
go!
be Kage's, though. Look at this pimp outfit. I mean, come on. The aluminum pants. He's just going out. Maybe he's a male prostitute. I mean, he's a higher class prostitute than Sarah is. Let's just say they're cosplaying as prostitutes. Ow! Okay, I should probably stop talking about prostitutes. Now I find I have nothing to say.
Fight 2. Ready, go!
But, you know, ninjas always have to wear a mesh shirt, right? Which is also ideal for clubbing. Ooh. Oh no, he beat me to the punch twice in a row. Oh, I have no idea what I'm doing with Pai, actually. That was satisfying. Okay, so I'm 1 for 1 with throws for her, which is way better than I did. Oh, 2 for 2 than I was doing with Akira. Oh, that's such a fun kick. When it hits twice, once on the way up, once on the way down. Aoi has a kick like that in
Ready, go!
Virtua Fighter 4, and it's super satisfying. Actually, I forget if Aoi has that. I played Aoi last time too, and now I can't even remember if I think it does. I think she has that in 3 as well. And then they started nerfing it after 4, which is really disappointing. Oh, that was sweet. Whoop. Oh, shoot. Oh no. Gotta hit him. Okay.
Time over.
Ooh. Happy dance. That is such an amazing dance they gave her. What's also interesting about this game is the difficulty.
Fight 1.
This
Ready,
is the normal,
go!
the default setting, normal. And it's actually pretty well balanced. I mean, fights get pretty challenging, but not. You never feel like just this despair of, oh my gosh, how am I gonna win this? But you also don't feel like it's just a walk in the park. So it's, at least, you know, I mean, I'm not any good at Virtua Fighter, so. But for me, anyway, it's a good difficulty setting and, you know, ramp up as you play through.
Ready, go!
I mean, even Dural, I almost beat. Lion jerk. And the shoulder joints.
Ready,
Pretty
go!
creepy. So are the hip joints too, I think, but those are mostly disguised by baggy pants. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Oh no. He ducked under it that time. Oh man. I love how these low kicks just stave in people's knees from the side. I mean, that can't be comfortable. Oh, don't pose like that if you don't have the right kind of 3D model weighting in the shoulders. It looks like you're tearing your arms off. Now, Jeffrey in 3TV is super fun for a couple reasons. Not because he picks me up and slams me. I don't like that. But this island stage is maybe my favorite stage in the game. He's got his own little island. Oops, we're next to a bigger island. It's basically just part of a sandbar or something. But still, super cool. Ow. And the other reason is that in this game he can actually flex. Like he can flex his arms, like his biceps. I think he can flex kind of his pecs as well. I forget exactly when he does it. Maybe it's in like his wind pose or something.
Fight 3. ready,
But anyway,
go!
it's really a hoot. They actually put in these animations where they flexed his muscles. It looks weird, but at least, they tried something different. I mean, even in, more recent games with much higher poly counts and huge RAM allotments for massively detailed animations, you don't see that. He animates characters flexing muscles that actually, try to flex and expand and contract like actual muscles do.
Fight
Never
4,
see
ready,
that.
go!
But they tried it here, and Sega AM2 tried it. Jeffrey. Dang. Oh, that was... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Man. Well, he didn't win, so we didn't get to see him flex.
Fight 1, ready, go!
Dang it. Oh, there goes my little TR or whatever, hairband or whatever the heck it is. Yes, get some joke. Oh, I hate that. I hate that little low thing he does. Okay, we're still in it. Oh, no, we're dead. We're dead. No, we're not dead. Oh, we're dead. See, like that move, I have no idea how to do.
Fight 2,
And
ready,
even when I
go!
have looked up those moves, I can't do them. Ooh, that sweep was handy. Uh-oh. 3 for 3 on throws with Pai. I could not throw with Akira. It was weird.
Fight
The happy
3,
dance.
ready, go!
What's that? It must be a counter. That's back, punch, kick. Must be a counter move. And that's forward punch kick. Yeah. Oh shoot, that's what I wanted to do. Oh, I hate that. Ooh. Start with a low punch and she just does that. Silly boy, I'm gonna show you my weird shoulders.
Go!
Oh, dang it. Oh, my hairband. Oh. 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 Dang it. Yeah. Oh, I thought for a second I had some hope, but
Fight 5, ready,
too
go!
much. Wow, that does a lot of damage. I need to throw more. Yeah! Couple throws, took him right down. Oh, look at that sweet drum he's got back there. Oh, I wonder if he knows how to drum, but it's not his hobby. So he probably just ignores that drum. That drum is going to waste. You should give that drum to Pai.
Fight 1, ready, go!
And again, it seems like Pai spends all her time training with her dad or punching a mirror in frustration at her dad. Oh, wait, was it a mirror or was it a portrait? I guess it was a portrait of her dad? I forget what it was. Well, we'll have to watch that end movie again. Since I have to get to the end with Pai. God. Shun looks so much like a classic Dungeons and Dragons gnome.
Fight 2, ready, go!
He's actually this weirdly massive guy. Like if you look at him, how sort of heavy his body is. Like he must weigh about at least twice as much as Pai does. Probably 3 times as much as Pai. So this is a really massive guy, actually. Wow.
Fight 3, ready,
Just the physics of punches and impacts in this game are really impressive. Really good. Just really convincing. And feels like stuff is getting hit. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, that didn't work out. God, see how, like, he blocked that kick and it actually blocked the animation. That happens in some sweeps in later Virtua Fighters as well, but I think there are a couple more moves in this one that do it.
Fight 1. Ready, go!
Yeah, now he's staged. I guess this is a hot spring. No, I guess it's not. Ow. Oh, shoot. She's too fast. Jeez.
Fight 2. Ready, go!
Must be pretty cold just fighting in this freezing stream. This is such a weird stage. This is one of those stages where you feel like you're just seeing off the edge of the world into the void. They didn't really have a good way to define a convincing edge of the stage. They tried to construct a whole like bamboo forest over there, and there's this weird stone arch that takes up a whole side of the stage, but you still see basically the naked blank skybox right past all that stuff. They had a bunch of ideas, but not a real coherent idea for how this space would be a functional space in the world, you know?
Fight 1. Ready, go!
So with Pai, I got to stage 8 before I had to continue, right? Didn't I? See, that move right there, that sweep also gets blocked and stopped in mid-animation a little bit. Yeah, it's just getting clobbered. I'm even distracted by talking about audio cable
Fight
adapters.
2. Ready, go!
Oh. Oof. Jeez. I love how she puts her back into that throw. Ah. Oh, shoot. Oh, geez. She actually just evaded all the way around me.
Fight 3. Ready,
I'm
go!
not really sure about this move. It's getting a little nutty. Ow. It sounds like it's stuck in a loop right now. Yeah. Is it the first time I've landed that? I wish I knew what that meant. She says it all. Oh, I hit it again. Oh no, I got full of myself. See how the shadows are just disconnected bulbs? And let's get a shadow in there. just these crazy bundles of blobs. So they patched those up a bit for the US version. Oh, why?
Fight 1. Ready, go!
Oh man, she was just camped out. Shoot. I'm not holding my block. No. Yeah. Gotta remember to throw. Happy dance. Happy dance in the freezing stream.
Fight 2. Ready, go!
Can't even feel it. Probably can't even feel my feet by now. Oh wow, her move got stuffed. It kind of looked funky how she came and landed her foot on that little island. Like, it was a really shortened footfall from her move getting stuffed in midair to then falling on that little island. It's really interesting how the character animation handled that. Actually, I guess that's why, well, it's another chicken or the egg thing. Like, either the physics are really good because they had to handle the physics of these weird stages with how bodies would land. Oh no, speaking of. Oh no, she couldn't get up. Wow, and that's how I win. She just rolls out of the ring when she tried to get up. That was great. Either, they had this ambition to do these sloping stages and everything, and so they needed physics to be able to handle that. Or they just happened to have come up, some hardcore engineer had just come up with a super capable physics model, and they're like, wait a second, we do some crazy stuff with these great physics. They're slanting stages, we don't have to have flat, boring, rectangular stages. Yeah. Yeah. Give me those blongs. Yeah. Well, I guess Pai enjoyed that round.
Ready, go!
I have to make a thumbnail out of that. Oh yeah. Give me all the blongs. Oh no. I got blonged. Oh no. Oh no, she took a drink. She's got 5 drinks. The last thing I need is a drunk Dural coming at me. Wow. Man, Pai has no respect for Dural. She's like, this crazy gold chick. This is why the bosses in Guilty Gear X's survival mode are gold. Yeah. Oh yeah, we did it. 3 straight rounds. Go Pai. I did have to continue against Aoi. But you see, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, you get a different score and probably a different ranking. Daichi Katagiri. I just love these names. I love that they're all spelled out in letters I can read. I love this music. This game's so cool. It's so sweet. All the stuff is sweet. I mean, the physics are sweet. I mean, I guess the one thing you could say is that the graphics in this console version are a little wonky in certain respects, but that was, well, that was Genki. People say this port by Genki, Sega didn't handle the port themselves for some reason, which is strange because you would have thought, this being a near launch title for the Dreamcast, they would have wanted to, best foot forward and all that. Big, it's their big graphic showcase arcade series. But they handed it over to this company Genki, who I guess had a few problems with it. So you do the guard button, then you do the left, right, then you kick to knock it down. It's weird. Oh, I think, wasn't my ranking with Akira 460,000 something? I don't know. And I think the number at the upper right was a 6, not a 7, whatever that is. I guess I should translate this with my phone's translate camera app.
Game's over.
love the attempt at the heat distortion in the background. That's probably another thing that didn't quite convert too great with Genki. But who knows? Okay, so now I have to watch that ending movie again. Not only because that's how you end a run of Virtua Fighter 3 TB, but also because, what was the question I had? There was something I was going to look at. What was it? Some important detail. What are they doing in that alley? Sitting on the ground at the back of an alley. Brother and sister. Oh, it's weird. Just blood in the water. Did they even show that in the US version? I wonder if this video is in the US. It's gotta be. It's gotta be in the US version, right? Unless they remade it. I mean, they had almost a year. And this is pretty weird. I mean, I can see US audiences watching it being like, I'm gonna go play Tekken or something. Actually, I don't know. Tekken probably had weird ending movies too. What would that have been? Tekken 3. Oh yeah, it was that's what I was wondering about. It wasn't a mirror, it was a portrait of her dad. Look at those photos. It looks like photos of himself, like bodybuilding photos of himself on the wall of his cabin. So what would have been awesome would have been if that was a red sports car, if that was Jackie's sports car that almost ran down the puppy. That would have fit. They could have tied that together. I can imagine Jackie driving like a bit of a maniac and almost running over a puppy. And, see, that would have given the characters, a little reason to feud. Why didn't they call me and have me write this? They really missed out on that clear, that plot point that could have given so much strife to the story. So that's it. I don't know how to get out of this, so it's just going to be looping. So I just hit start wrong. No. I could mash the buttons and reset it, but I swear there's a way to mash the buttons that doesn't reset the console. It does just take you back to the menu, but the game menu, but did not manage to mash correctly here. Alright, well, next, I actually had been planning to play, I guess I was going to do some more Marvel vs. Capcom 2, even though I did that fairly recently, but I have a real hankering to do some more. I mean, it's got so many friggin' characters to play, and not to mention assist types. And I was thinking, okay, wait, I should just play through them, start at the upper left of the character selection screen and just go through them systematically. But I would do that for some. I'm doing that for some games right now. I was doing that for Guilty Gear X last night, but I don't know, somehow just the crazy random chaos of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 seems like the way to go. And it doesn't even have a random selection, so I just basically move my stick around randomly and close my eyes and then see where it takes me on the character select screen, which is probably a terrible way to do it. I keep thinking I need to make a random team selection team generator script like I have done for other games, including Marvel vs. Capcom 1. No, wait. Why? I forget. Anyway, I have for like Capcom vs. SNK, but I don't know, I kind of like the stupid wiggle the stick around on the character select screen as like with Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for some reason. Also, I don't want to punch in all those names and assist types. but it's mostly because it's just fun to wiggle the stick around on that massive character selection screen. So I think that's what I'll be playing next. But I wanted to get in the Dreamcast game tonight because I wanted to try out my new little Y adapter cable that I talked about for so long and probably made everybody stop watching the video. But it seems to have worked out well. It looks like both stereo channels are still coming through on the recording, so hopefully they've been doing that the whole time. We're all good. Also my headphones have magically not had any more problems, so I don't know what. I was having trouble with the right headphone, just not having sound sometimes a couple nights ago, but it seems to have fixed itself, so hooray. I do have a little Adaptoid coming that should help me with that if it crops up again, but maybe I won't even need that. So, hooray for little adapters and Y cable converters and stuff. They're what make these super complicated audio-video setups that we have to have for our old consoles. That's what makes them work. So, yeah, bumping Iron with Wolf. With the window just blowing open. It's the little details, you know? You silly puppy. I wonder if this puppy has a name. It's got to. And I mean, why does he flip up? He throws ninja stars for some reason. No clue what he's throwing them at. He flips up on this second story walkway and then pulls out this giant iPad that he's been carrying around during his backflips and sticks in a massive memory card and then watches a video of his mom turning into Dural. So that's the weirdest thing, man. I'm not sure why he's doing that there. Also, is this implying that Jackie is looking for his sister or something? Like, why is he picking up this photo? Why is he driving along the freeway at full speed and looking at this photo of him and his sister in tennis outfits? And then is he flashing back to the time they were in an alley and he went and beat people up while she just sat there kind of cowering? And then did she get kidnapped? I mean, what? It's so strange. So many questions. Man, those petals are blowing straight into her house. And apparently into Shundi's drink, but he doesn't care. Drink that petal down. Just adds a little flavor to the mix. And how do they get up on that thing? How do they get down? I guess that's part of the training. How does he just levitate? He just pulled some mystical kung fu there, I guess. Dragon Ball, that's what I was going to say. That was like a Dragon Ball maneuver. Well, I guess I could watch this video all night because there's just so much to decipher. But I should stop. I gotta go to bed. So once again, thank you for watching this. That was a playthrough in Virtua Fighter 3 TV. Akira, my 3-move Akira, and my slightly more moves Pai Chan, who smoked Dural in 3 straight rounds. Yeah. I don't know if he'll ever do that again. That was on normal difficulty. So, good night for Pai Chan. Did get beat a few times by Owie, but Owie's really nasty in this game. So yeah, that's all I got. I can't stop this, so I just have to stop the recording. So sayonara.